Thank you for joining us today. It's been great to watch you really evolve throughout this season, really ramping it up, goal upon goal. What's the mentality been on the team?
I think we're pretty happy where we are in the standings right now, but we're trying to continue to get better, and we were first for a long majority of the season, so we're trying to work back to that spot in our division and conference. So that's kind of the goal right now, mentality.
Do you find it's a big motivating factor for you where you have that first place and you're able to go and perform and you drop down and the points are really close? You can see how obtainable it is. Is it that like extra push to get you to perform and get to that next level?
We have a good team, like older team. And we know we can finish in first place in a conference, and it feels like every game is important. Like there's 2 points on the line, and it's like you said, it's so close that 2 points can make a huge difference. So I feel like it's good for us. We're playing like really meaningful hockey every game. So
I'm glad you mentioned pressure. I look out there, I'm watching the game, I look out onto the ice. There's Matthew Soto. How's he looking? Does he look stressed out? No, he looks calm as ever. He looks like he's just going for a casual walk down the street, and then you just turn on that intensity and you just go right towards driving the net. Is there any sort of mindset or practice that you go into to make sure you can always perform in those high intensity moments?
not really. I just try to go out and play and do whatever it takes to help the team win. And when the intense moments, I feel like I just want to be a player that can be relied on. So if it's a close game, try to create some plays offensively, and vice versa. If we're down or we're up a goal, and try to make smart plays and just be reliable defensively.
You used to play for the Oakville Rangers, that's correct, right?
Yeah.
How was the transition from them all the way into the Frontenacs?
I feel like any player that was playing minor hockey going to a league like the OHL, it's definitely like a jump. The speed, size, like the strength of the guys you're playing against, it's a lot more difficult than minor, but we had a really good team, and a lot of guys from there played in the OHL, so I was like, in practice, we were competing against each other, so I feel like that helped me a lot in the transition.
What does it mean for you to be able to go and be able to pave that way of growth from the Rangers to the Frontenacs and continuing to progress both as a person and as a player for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. I felt like when I was younger, I looked up to guys that were older on the Oakville Rangers who got drafted to the OHL and played on. So it's cool that I feel like I could be that guy or be someone that my younger self would have looked up to. So, but I try not to focus on that. I just try to get better and take it day by day, and obviously those things come as you go along.
If you had a young skater that was coming up to you, wanted to recreate your style, your vision on the ice, what would you tell them? What would you have them look for, and what tips would you give them?
Take practices serious. Every drill and every compete drill, try to challenge yourself and make plays. I feel like that helps because you have more practice than you do with games. So taking that stuff serious will benefit you for when you have games. So I think that's something a lot of players they don't take practice as serious as games. So yeah, just maybe dialing in on things like that.
I know we're only midway through the season, but is there a little bit of a idea that on the team it's already gearing up towards playoffs? Are you already in that mindset where I need to elevate myself to this level, that way I'm ready for playoffs? And does that affect any sort of the atmosphere of the team?
Somewhat. We're always thinking about the seeding and trying to finish in first place because we've experienced having home ice. We've been on the other side of it during playoffs. It's definitely an advantage. So that's definitely a goal.
Where do you go when you have to go and really dig deep? A big thing that I hear is that you got to dig deep even in practice to put everything out there. What is your motivating factor? How do you find that extra bit of energy during practice, even in a game, to go and just get across that finish line?
I just think of how much I've been through, or the sacrifices my parents made, and it's been a lot. So I feel like that motivates me. I feel like it's only fair to myself. I'm trying to do my best out there, and work and dig in when there's times where I need to, so I usually find it easy to, when I think about that, it makes it easier to like push myself.
That is the part of hockey that people don't talk about. It's a sacrifice. You're sacrificing your time. Nothing's a guaranteed. And you got to work for every single minute of play time and that extra little percentage of improvement every single day. That's a really strong motivating factor. So what would your next steps be? Where do you see yourself bringing this to?
I'm not really looking that far ahead right now. I'm just happy to be part of a good team here in Kingston, and just want to like go on a long run and then go from there. Hopefully, team does well, and like my coach says, when the team does well, everyone individually does good. So who knows what like opportunities might present itself by the end of the season. So I'm just focused on trying to have a good year.
We got a big road trip coming up. Do you find that a road trip can be really good for just uniting the team, and do you find that there are certain players that really step up and you get to see a lot more of their personality whenever you're out on the road?
Yeah, for sure. I think that comes with just, you're on a road trip, you're in the hotel, like you're with the team during the whole time, really, like you're eating together every meal. So I feel like guys, it helps the team, the chem for sure. And it's a challenge too, being on the road, playing in away rink. So I feel like when we look back at it, it's something that we could use.
You're really getting comfortable in that goal scorer mentality. Is there anything that you're doing when you're in that offensive zone? I know that other players like to talk about creativity in the offensive zone. How do you come up with these plays and think on the fly? Because things can just really change on a dime.
Instincts. And something I'm trying to focus on more now that I'm like bigger and stronger, just getting to the net more, winning those battles in front. It's obviously like not the easiest thing to do, but I feel like there's a lot of chances when you go to the net, and yeah, I'm just trying to get in the inside more, and I feel like that will only help with helping the team and producing.
Is there any really big key memory you have, one playing in the OHL or just a hockey memory? It could be from an away trip that has just really stuck with you as a core memory of what has contributed to your love for hockey.
Just thinking about all the teammates I've had through the years, like meeting a lot of different guys and building a lot of like friendships. And even like my first year to now, it's looking back on it, like just a lot of good memories.
Is there anyone that has really boosted you to get to that next level that you're looking to, or gone and given you that little correction or that extra bit of support? I know you mentioned your parents, and
obviously like my coaches, they provide me and the rest of the guys on the team like everything you need. Like you can go ask them for video or individual skill work, so they're great. And then I think obviously my parents, and with that being said, like my billet parents, they're great. Like I've been with them for 4 years, and the food they make me, like they know what I should be eating the day before a game, and yeah, they make me feel really comfortable, which is really good. So yeah, all those people really help me.